I had put everything away. Wow, this is kind of funky. Hold on. I'm sorry I didn't do this. I thought I did it before I hit the record button. I put everything away. You can probably tell it's getting nightfall. I was going to just have some chill time. And then I started getting the words come through, and I thought I'd just maybe write some. And it ended up being a really sensitive, very emotionally sensitive for me. So I'm gonna start. Well, before I say that, I do want to say this is a message either for someone who can relate, needs it, resonates. It was born out of experience and or understanding. I share it with you in love, respect, and honor of the divine in each of us. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that right in the microphone. I put everything away, and then I went and I need to take this microphone down and get it so that it's over here and you're not watching me in the corner of this screen. I fiddled with it and it was much ado about nothing. And I ended up, it gave me some time to calm down because when I was channeling the message, as I said, there was an emotional component to it. Let me start and then I'll jump in with that. People who are deluded by the ego, its deep deception, are living a reality, creating a reality that then simply, this is what happens. I try to write neat. Slow down. Breathe in. Let go. Connect. People who are deluded by the ego, its deep deception, are creating a reality that they simply do not have to live. It's no doubt astonishing to you that this is completely your choosing. The belief that you have been betrayed is also just that, a belief. And one that because it is supported through your power of perception, it is being played out. It is being played out through your support, your perception of it. So I asked, and I understand this because of the years I've studied this type of material. You know, and you can have something up here, and it's just go time for us as a species. For humanity, we're on this planet at this time. So I asked, wow, I understand that, but what do you do about that? How do we, and let it go. One thought at a time. So that, that is being in the present moment, right? Start with the truth that you are not the ego. Thus, its deceptions. Start with the truth that you are not the ego. Thus, you are not its deceptions. And sit with your heart. Live from your heart. So in my own personal life right now, I have been really opening up my throat chakra and speaking up for myself. I mean, I've been doing this for a number of years, and then how to do that has been really a learning process. So for me, when I was in my teenage years, I went to live with a foster family who were very authoritarian in their type of discipline. And I had come from my mother had mental illness, so there was this emotional, psychological, and even physical abuse. This shut me down. This was not a time when people understood trauma and what's happening and how we can help one another and help children. And so this ended up shutting me down: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So speaking up for yourself, you have to have the tools. Like, how do you have the words? How do you, there was a long while in my life where I was very defensive and would get mean and shitty in order to defend and protect myself with people who were similar to me in that they had been damaged, traumatized, didn't have the skill sets to have interpersonal relationships. So this using your voice, this speaking up for yourself, at first it is a defensive, it's a defense mechanism. And first it's until you refine it, until you grow and develop yourself. I've read nonviolent communication, books on dealing with, I can't think of her name right now, but dealing with difficult personalities, adult children of emotional child. I can't think of what it's called. I'll put it down below. I'm so sorry. I've just read so much to try and understand myself, my place in this world, relationships. I have such a love for this planet. I distinctly recall in a couple of my lifetimes, not all of them, thank God, like Matthias de Stefano, but and this is a beautiful planet. They call it the Goldilocks planet, and I love it. So humanity's freedom, that's, we are releasing ourselves. Before I started this, I was thinking, so oftentimes it happens that we live our lives in chains and we never even know we have the keys. Boy, I slaughtered that, but the Eagles, right? So oftentimes it happens. We live our lives in chains and we never even know we have the keys. That's it. We have the keys. And part of those keys, because those blocks, those chains, we have them. We are the ones that are releasing them for ourselves. And so our voice and using your voice, and there was a time, there were many times throughout our past and history where we were brutalized for speaking the truth, right? Our physical, let me go on. When you believe in yourself, your power, your act in your power, you live your experiences from the truth of that power. So when you believe in yourself, when you believe in your power, you act in your power. You live your experiences from the truth of that power. being punished to the point of persecution and destruction, right? So your chakra closes down. Fear. It's been very difficult. There's been a lot of confusion. The closer you get to clarity, the clearer things become. We know this is redundant, yet it is a like beget like energy, or the law of attraction, you might say. There was a time where you would speak truth and your physical selves were annihilated. That was very real. It is still being held in your bodies, your cells. You are releasing this. You are purging this false narrative. You are taking care of yourselves. Be mindful of this. Go in peace. So, what is currently occurring in my personal life is the people around me don't have, they're very identified with ego. So the fact that I express my freedom, my understanding that I'm not that, and I come from that power, that strength of knowing who I am, I'm not stepping in line, right? I'm stepping out of line. That causes a lot of fear, especially for egos. So they're contending with their own resentment and projection, blame. I walked away because I wasn't willing to be a scapegoat. That's part of the ego delusions, to not be able to take responsibility, to want to be in safety by projecting outside of you the fears that you have. So I can feel in my body these remembrances, and these individuals that are around me, I've had past life experiences with where they hurt me badly. I can't, it's difficult to put into words because I'm clairsentient, so the information doesn't come in words, but that body, that the vagal nerve, the rapid heartbeat, the fear, the breathing, all of that happens because of the best way to describe this is if I took a tuning fork and I hit it, and then a stringed instrument of the same vibration would vibrate, right? It calls it out. And so that's what I feel, that fear, their fear. And moving through this, being aware of this, getting to the other side of this. That's what this is about. Releasing ourselves from our own self-imposed chains. It's a bit of a conundrum to comprehend that we are both the problem and the answer. So there's that. I wanted to share that. For those of you, I am a Libra sun sign, and in astrology and readings of the wonderful readers that I've been able to get so much oracle wisdom from, because I am so removed from connection with others. I have not in my physical proximity others who are of the same mindset, understanding, courage, um, knowing of self, truth. So I spent a lot of time by myself, and thank goodness for YouTube and these readers. But one of the things I've seen in multiple from various readers is that Libra, so oftentimes their readings will encompass the collective. And we are the cosmic librarians, uh, and the sign cosmic justice. So I don't find that ironic, really. But my whole point is for those of you also out there who are facing bullies, and all bullies are cowards, and this is micro and macro. Us taking our power back looks like speaking our truth. It doesn't look like, aggression and butting up with others' egos, because that's what's happening. They're acting out of the fear and the delusion that they could be separate. And we're waking up from that. So those of us who have a little more grasp on that, the reality, the truth that we're one, then this is what this looks like. So I'm here to support you as I am myself, because it's not easy walking into the unknown. And that's what so much gratitude. That's what God, our Creator, has for us. We are fractals of that. Like the prism and the fractal aspect, that magnitude, that grandiosity, that beautiful, incredible awe. We are fractals, right? I don't have the light. We are fractals of that, like a prism. And the unknown, the field of infinite potentiality, in order to let go of the limitation and the lack, we got to create something that we haven't formally done. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's awe-inspiring, and it's overwhelming. So remember to breathe, right? And love yourself. I love you too. Thank you so very much. If you're still here with me, thank you very much. Peace be to you.